because of my disabilities, I'm being dyslexic, everyone used to complain that they couldn't email me. So someone sat down with me maybe to the millennium year, I never even had an email to the year 2000, in Melbourne, and said, you've got to have an email. And then when they said, what do you want to call it? I said, mewe, and they said, what, why? And I said, Muhammad Ali made the shortest poem, because when he was doing his travels, when they stripped him of his belts because he refused to fight in Vietnam, which I admire that anyway, so I'm a fan of Ali's, is that he did say, mewe, and according to the boffins, that's the shortest sentence and shortest poem in the English language. Mewe. And I just went, that's brilliant. Because my work has been focused on my disability, dyslexia, and also having an acquired brain injury, it's a moniker in a way to say me and we, you know, I'm not alone and you're not alone, and to say, you know, we need access and we need a voice. Doesn't have to be for dyslexics, it could be anybody who's disabled. So it's just to say, you know, it's not like I or me, it's me, we, together, you know, and hopefully we could create greater awareness of the access that we need as people with disabilities.
The first project that we worked together on nearly 2 years ago now was a mural work at CDU titled mewe, on, off, stop, go, up, down, mewe. I wonder if you could talk us through the ideas behind that work.
The reasons I use those words is, one, because they were very short and I could spell them, which is good, so I could just flow, because if I can't spell something, I struggle so that it doesn't flow. And the on-off was, I had support, I didn't have support. I had support, I didn't have support. And then the stop-go was the same thing. You know, I was doing some work, then I would not have anybody for 6 weeks and just left. And then the up-down was the moods, obviously, that would give you, which is like, can I get a degree? I'm doing okay. Now I've got no support. Now I've got nobody. I have someone. Right, I pick up a bit. It was a roller coaster. The up-down expresses that part of it. So I sort of condensed an awful lot of emotion in very short sentences, and then just kept layering them to show the frustration of going, why aren't they listening? I have a permanent disability. I believed what the glossy mags from the uni say, but doesn't actually come to light when you're actually in there.
And was this the first time that you had brought text into your painting practice?
Yes, I'd never used text before. One reason, because it's alien to me in a sense, because I don't like writing, because it's a struggle. If I have to write I need someone to write for me, if you get what I mean, because I can't write, say, to housing that I need my house improved, because I'll go, right, he's one of the kids from the house writing to us. I need someone to write that because of my disability. So text was always, very, very much, I thought who suggested it to me was crazy. So it was a surprise it could be very useful. But then realising when I see street art that people who are not trained in art always do text, even if it's, you know, like a tag with an image. There's not, so in one way I've learned, well, maybe that's what you'd do if you didn't care how you spelt it. So I've looked at a bit more street art, that's what it's opened me up to. And all art is combined with text in one way, because we're bombarded by adverts, even if we like them or not, billboards, it's all over the place. Every boss has got an advert with a picture with buy this, buy that. So it's not alien, but I wanted to put it in more of a way where it create awareness of maybe the disabilities and also have a bit of fun.
I wonder if I could ask you a bit more about your interest and relationship to street art. What is it that appeals to you about that form of art production, and what does it mean to have art on the street for you?
Well, knowing what I know from where I come from, very working class place, just a suggestion to go to an art gallery, people wouldn't go. So the street is good because people who would never go to a gallery see art. Some of it's no good and people would say, oh, it's messy graffiti, but then Banksy's proved everybody wrong that way, and there's a lot more people like that where street art gives a voice to somebody who wouldn't have it. They don't have to jump through the hoops of going to uni, getting a qualification, and then even trying to get your art out there, which is a struggle for me because I can't write, I've got no one to advocate for me, I can't set up a business. So how would I become an artist? But if you just go straight to a wall in the street, well, it's there, it's out there then. That's what I like about it. It's a form of access that I appreciate. That's what I like.
Just going back to that first work, mewe, on, off, stop, go, up, down, mewe. Now, I know that you've painted murals before, but what was it like returning to that scale? What are the advantages working on that larger scale, and what do you enjoy about it?
I actually like, strangely enough, the standing up, and that's not crouched over a desk. Also, the impacts of doing something big really does work. It can't be denied that people, if you reduce them and show them the picture, they go, oh yeah, but when they see you, and I'm 6 foot tall, when they see you standing next to me, it does make people appreciate it more, and the impact works more. So the bigger is the better if it's good.
Going back to that work, you really confronted text head on. Did it change your relationship to text in any way?
Yes, I now see text as fun as long as I've got a brush in my hand. It's no longer a drudgery of writing, and I don't have to obey the rules of grammar. I can do an E upside down. I can pinch the shapes of letters and use them to my advantage now. I don't have to put them into a grammatical email or a letter to somebody that makes sense. I can triple them up. I can write them huge. There's no rules on how big or small they can be. So it's another tool in my toolbox now. I can use it.